Okay, so this is number 4, where we have an ant that flies on an equal triangular grid, and she wants to go back to the original point after making 5 moves. And we're asked how many ways can she do that?
Yeah. So we give this challenge during our staff dinner before the dinner is served. Let's see how many of us can do it without any pencil and paper. Do it in the brain. So Yannick give us the quickest answer within 30 seconds. So let's see how does Yannick do this.
Okay, so we know that there are 6 possible moves at each vertex, namely all these 6, and we can treat them as vectors. So which means that what we really care about is the number of each vectors instead of the order. We can care about that later. So we see we have 5 moves, and if we go 2 back 2 back 2. If we go 5 moves back and forth, we will not be reached back. So which means that to create the odd number, we need to make a triangle like this. So there are 2 ways to go back to original place. We make it with 3 moves, and 3 ways to make 2 back and forth with 2 moves. So we kind of want to make some combinations of each other. So here,
if you make 5 moves, the only possibility is to have a triple
that goes back and a pair that cancel each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we can't need one of these and one of these. So this gives us 2 times 3.
You might want to write it underneath here. It's easier for people.
So
I think your head basically blocks the thing.
Okay. So we want to choose one of these and one of these. So we have 2 times 3 choices of vectors. So now we just look at one example because they're more or less symmetric. So if we look at this, we see that the vector to the left appears twice, and there are 3 other vectors that appear once each. So basically we have 5 vectors, 2 of which are the same, and we want to order them. So this is basically 5 factorial over 2. And it's really easy to verify that other works, other combinations work as well. So 6 times 120 divided by 2, which gives you 3060.
So the key idea you used was that to actually get back to the same point, you just need to decide on a set of moves, and the order can be decided later.
Yeah.
And you're lucky that it's so symmetric. When you are left with those 5, no matter which pair of configurations you take, there'll be 2 in the same direction, and the rest 4 are different. So that's why 5 factorial over 2 is there.
I'm pretty sure 5 is pretty nicely chosen because 5 is just 3 plus 2, and it allows you such a symmetric condition as well.
So actually, I like your original comment about they are vectors, because right now you do this, it's okay. But if I ask you, I'm asking the whole audience next week, is if you do a 6-step move, this becomes much more hard to follow, because it gets complicated. Which one is your new one, right? I'd rather go with your original idea about 3 vectors. So if I make them x, y, and z, so basically I have 6 kind of vectors, plus or minus x, plus or minus y, plus or minus z, right? I need 5 of them to make a 0, right? Make 5 of them into a 0. How do I make it? I also know one thing: x plus y plus z is 0.
Actually,
well, then you define that minus
z
y.
minus y.
Yeah,
Make it minus.
make this one y.
Make this one y.
Yeah.
Right? So I have those. So based on that thing, how many ways you can arrange 5 of x, y, and z? First of all, can we make sure there must be an x, y, and z? All 3 of them appear once. Because if they don't appear once, if only 2 of them appears, we have ax plus by, say, equal to 0, right? That's not going to happen. Because you have 2 vectors. Because each one of them has to appear even number of times. They don't cancel. X x plus y is never 0 because they are vectors in a different direction, right?
Yeah.
So the only thing they can cancel themselves. So that means A has to be even. That means what? You go plus x minus x. Right? So you must have x, y, z. Right? And then the other two moves are either 2 more x or 2 more y or 2 more z. So that's how we see this whole thing comes up. Right?
And if you will have 6, the picture will be much more different.
Yeah, picture will be
Yeah.
much different. So you should account more like this way.